The internet and social media has brought us an entirely new genre of wealthy celebrity, and it's really interesting to look at because these internet celebrities, though oftentimes are looked at as less legitimate than their actor, singer, director counterpart, but they can be just as wealthy, if not more wealthy, than some of the well-known celebrities that have become household names. For example, you look at James Charles, who's a 21-year-old YouTuber and entrepreneur in the makeup niche, and he's worth $20 million, and he just purchased his first house, which cost $7 million. You look at Casey Neistat, who's one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, known for his daily vlogs, and he is worth between $10 and $20 million as well. You look at the Stradman, who's a very large automotive YouTuber, and he just purchased a $1 million Bugatti Veyron. So there is no question that these YouTubers, especially the more popular ones, are just making a ton of money by producing their videos on this platform. But then that begs the question of how do they make this money and how are they able to make so much of it? This is something that is really elusive to a lot of people because of the fact that whenever you're watching a YouTuber on YouTube, you don't have to pay for their content. You watching this video do not have to pay to watch my videos, and I don't have to pay to watch the Stradman's or Casey Neistat's videos. But whenever you look at an actor, a singer, a director, these kind of more traditional celebrities, there is no question as to how they make their money because oftentimes their wealth is associated with a physical product that they sell. For example, Taylor Swift, who is one of my favorite people on this planet, she is worth $360 million. And you look at her net worth and there's really no question as to how she became so wealthy and so successful. Because she sold 50 million albums, she has sold out dozens of tours, she has a successful merch line. There was really no question as to how she became so wealthy because there's a physical product or a physical event associated with her wealth. But the same thing often can't be said for internet celebrities and social media influencers because of the fact that their wealth is associated with a free product or a free service. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how these big time YouTubers, people like Casey Neistat, the Stradman, Graham Stephan, how these people are able to make so much money by producing free content for you on platforms like YouTube. So let's get started. The thing that's important to understand whenever it comes to online content creation and making money off of that content is that it's not so much the content that matters, it's the audience that watches your content. An advertiser doesn't really care about the videos that I produce. They don't care about the 3 purchases that changed my life. They don't care about the stimulus videos that I produce. They care about you guys that come and watch my videos because that is what is valuable to them. And that's where these internet personalities can make a lot of money because they're attracting a large audience. Casey Neistat has a 11 million following base. These are people that know who Casey is, they rely on Casey's judgment, they trust Casey, and because of that, his voice is incredibly valuable to advertisers, to brand deals, and to products as a whole. And that brings us into our first form of revenue for a YouTube channel, and that is advertising and Google AdSense. So when you watch YouTube channels, especially YouTube channels from large creators, you will often see ad breaks. And these ad breaks play an important role in providing the content creator or the YouTuber with ad revenue. Ad revenue varies quite drastically from content creator to content creator, and depending on the niche that your YouTube channel is in will drastically affect how much money you can make from ads. Channels that target children are typically going to make less money in ads than channels that are targeting adults because of the fact that kids can't buy stuff but adults can. Content that is explicit or has a lot of controversial topics in the content typically don't make any money from ads, whereas videos talking about credit cards or finance or investing typically make the most of any other channel at all. For me and my channel being a small creator with just under 30,000 subscribers, my ad revenue can vary quite significantly. On a day where a video is going semi-viral, I could make as much as $1,000 a day or close to $1,000 a day, whereas on a normal day, my ad revenue can be between $100 and $200 per day. Whereas you look at larger creators like Meet Kevin or Graham Stephan, for example, and they can make thousands of dollars a day. Graham Stephan, for example, is a creator with over 2 million subscribers. He has said in videos that he makes hundreds of thousands of dollars per month on ad revenue. So ad revenue varies drastically from content creator to content creator and from YouTube channel to YouTube channel. Ad revenue is an extremely large source of income for larger channels, channels with millions of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of views, channels channels that comply with YouTube terms of service and channels that can consistently put multiple ads within a single video, these are channels that can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a single month off YouTube ad revenue alone. And that is just one of the forms of income streams that can come from a YouTube channel. The second form of income is brand deals and partnerships. Now, depending on the size of the channel, brand deals can sometimes be larger than the ad revenue themselves, especially if the YouTube creator is one that is considered more controversial and thus isn't able to run traditional Google ads, or if the YouTube creator creates shorter videos. Brand deals can be an excellent way and an extremely lucrative way to make money off of a YouTube channel. In fact, to give you a real life example of a brand deal and a brand sponsorship, I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, Cover. Cover is a financial safety net for gig workers and workers who are wanting to explore the gig economy. One of the biggest downfalls of driving for services like Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Instacart, and so many other gig economy and gig jobs is the fact that there is no safety net. If you get sick tomorrow and you're not able to work, then you lose your source of income. If you wreck your car tomorrow and you have no way to get around, then you are unable to make money in the gig economy. Well, what Cover does is they provide you with a financial safety net. They can assist you financially if you're in an accident, if you get sick, if you need an advance on your pay. They can help you ensure that you are financially covered regardless of what happens in your gig economy or your ability to participate in the gig economy. One of my favorite things about Cover is the fact that you can have access to a health professional 24/7 through a telehealth service. You can have access to bookkeeping services, and you can have access to legal services in the case that your Uber, Lyft, DoorDash accounts are terminated wrongfully, and Cover can help you legally get those accounts reinstated. Cover is a really great way to ensure that you will be financially stable regardless of what happens with you, your vehicle, or your source of income, and it can allow you to have some stability even in a gig economy. If you follow my link in the description below, you can get 1 free month of Cover so that you can test the waters. There is no contract, it is a monthly low fee, and it is a great tool for any gig worker. So make sure to check that out. So now that you know what a brand deal looks like, now let's talk about how this is an extremely lucrative way for YouTubers, especially large YouTube creators, to make really good money off of promoting other people's brands or services. Now, the tricky thing about brand deals is that people are often very quiet on how much money they make off of brand deals. And a lot of times whenever you sign a contract with a company, in order to promote their brand or service, you have to sign a contract saying that you won't disclose how much you're getting paid. For example, I cannot legally disclose how much I'm making off of promoting Cover on this YouTube channel, but I can say that I've talked with a number of different brands who have offered me anywhere from a few $100s to $1,000 a month to promote their product or service. So for a channel like mine that gets a couple 100,000 views per month, getting a few hundred to a few $1,000s on a brand deal isn't that abnormal. But then you look at creators like Casey Neistat, who have a platform of 11 million subscribers, and he went on the H3H3 podcast a few months back and had disclosed that he has in the past been offered brand deals that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I would say like the biggest deal ever for like to bring up a brand or make a dedicated video for a brand is in the 6 figures, like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You look at creators that do consistent brand deals, like NordVPN is one that is often featured on a lot of different channels. Raid Shadow Legends is kind of the joke of the internet. They are promoting huge channels, and you can expect that they are paying these channels thousands of dollars per video or per month in order to give them a 60-second shout out in a video once per week. And that is why and how brand deals become an extremely lucrative revenue stream for a successful YouTube channel. Even for a small YouTube channel like mine, it can be a really great way to make some extra cash off of a channel that you're already creating. Now, the next method of making revenue off of a YouTube channel is probably one of the most popular, but it's also probably the least profitable, and that is affiliate marketing. Now, what affiliate marketing is it's whenever you are an affiliate for a company or for a product, and what you do is you simply recommend a product or you embed a link in the description or in a blog post or in an Instagram post, and then whenever somebody uses that link in order to purchase that product, you get a percentage of that sale. For example, I have an Amazon storefront, and in this Amazon storefront, I recommend all of the products that I use for my studio, for the camper van, for my Turo business, and products that I just like in general. And if you guys follow that link and you buy one of those products, I get a small percentage of that sale. You see affiliate marketing all the time in different forms, and Amazon affiliates is definitely kind of one of the more well-known ways to go about doing this. But you have it with Audible, where if you sign up for an audiobook, I get an audiobook free. free, or Webull promotion is a big one in the finance world, where if you sign up for Webull, I get 2 stocks for free. There are a variety of different ways that affiliate marketing can go about executing their marketing program, but Amazon Associates is definitely one of those popular ways. Now, there are pros and cons to affiliate marketing, and one of the pros is the fact that it is incredibly passive. It is a truly passive form of income. All you have to do is set up the link, you embed it wherever you're driving traffic, and then you get to make money every time somebody clicks and makes a purchase through that link. For me, I spent an hour maybe setting up my Amazon affiliates account, and then I set up my storefront, and now I just embed the link in all of my videos and people can click on it if they would like. But the con of Amazon affiliates and affiliate marketing in general is that you really have to have a lot of traffic in order for it to become a successful and a meaningful source of income. For me, I have had over 1,500 clicks on my Amazon affiliates account, and I've made about $50 over the course of the last year. So definitely not life-changing money. But the thing is that if you have a large audience, people like Graham Stephan, Casey Neistat, the Stradman, PewDiePie, if you have a really large audience that is going to every single one of your videos, those clicks are going to compound on one another over the course of a large period of time. For example, last year, Graham Stephan made a video that he makes $50,000 a year off of Amazon affiliates, which is really quite insane because there must be millions of people clicking on his links every single year. Now, for Graham Stephan, somebody who makes millions of dollars a year off YouTube, $50,000 isn't life-changing money for him. But the fact is that it is an incredibly passive form of income, and he doesn't have to do any extra work to get that extra $50,000. And because of that, affiliate marketing and promoting affiliate links is an excellent way that people can make some really good money off of the YouTube channel without doing any extra work at all. Now, the last revenue stream that I have to talk about is creating merchandise and creating a brand around the YouTuber and the YouTube channel. Now, virtually every single big YouTuber has done this. I think that maybe Casey Neistat's the only one that I can't think of that has some sort of brand or some sort of merchandise store. But the majority of really large creators sell merchandise in some way, shape, or form. And that may be through a course, it may be through clothing, it may be through accessories, it may be through makeup. Whatever the case is, really successful YouTubers will oftentimes go spin off their YouTube brand into a legitimate company where they sell a product or a service. In fact, you see this type of thing a lot for not only internet celebrities, but celebrities as a whole as well. A really good example of this would be Ryan Reynolds. Though Ryan Reynolds is not an internet celebrity, he is just a full-fledged movie actor celebrity, but he used his brand and his name in order to create a gin company, Aviation Gin, which he recently sold last month to a different company for $610 million. So he was able to leverage his name, create a gin company, and then sell that gin company for hundreds of millions of dollars. And YouTubers are doing this exact same thing on a much smaller scale. You look at finance YouTubers like Meet Kevin or Graham Stephan who have successful course lines. You look at content creators like Logan Paul that have successful merch lines. You look at James Charles who has a successful makeup line. You see a lot of these business savvy YouTubers go out and use their name and leverage their name in order to create successful products and services around their YouTube channel and their name as a whole. And that really is probably the best way and the most lucrative way that you can go about monetizing your YouTube channel, though it is incredibly difficult to do if you don't already have some sort of well-known name and if you don't already have a large enough audience to support that type of business shift. It's really interesting to look at the growth of the internet and how these people who have YouTube channels, who have Instagram accounts, who have podcasts, have been able to turn these things into incredibly lucrative businesses, because I feel like for a long time, especially older generations, would look at platforms like YouTube and see it purely as a hobby. And the fact is, YouTube can most certainly be a hobby, but it can also be an incredibly successful business where you have the potential to make millions and millions of dollars. And to look at the different ways that you can creatively go about monetizing a YouTube channel, I think is so interesting, and I find it really fascinating to see how people can make money off of a platform like YouTube. And so with that being said, you guys, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.